How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing. Please like and subscribe. And if you want to donate to the channel, please check my PayPal in the description. Alright, I want to talk about Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. The saga continues. Wow, man, where do I begin? These two guys are at a collision course to face each other, man, and it's going to be a brutal one, man. I think, with the fights coming up with Joseph Parker, a lot of guys are looking over Joseph Parker, saying that Joseph Parker pretty much, isn't going to be a formidable opponent for him, but he's champion. I don't think that Joseph Parker is to be looked over. I think that Joseph Parker has a lot to say about the heavyweight division, but I also think that Deontay Wilder is trying to get his shot at Anthony Joshua, so he's hoping that Anthony Joshua wins his fight with Joseph Parker. It's going to be a stylistic, great matchup for Joshua and Parker. Joshua has zero head movement, which will make an easy target for Joseph Parker. I think Parker has, some head movement, and he's a little bit lighter on his toes than Anthony Joshua. The punching power would probably have to go to Anthony Joshua by far. The resume says so, and just the sheer strength says so. But we all know that muscles, in the heavyweight division, doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna knock somebody out. And I honestly think that I've seen pictures that Joseph Parker is cutting weight. He's going to slim down a little bit in the heavyweight division, which you don't hear a lot about that in the heavyweight division. You don't hear about, heavyweights cutting weight because they don't have to make weight, It's 200 and up, man. It made the best man win. And, hey, you can fight under 200. There's been notable heavyweights that's been light, you got Evander Holyfield that was very light starting out, hovering under the 210 range. And you got, heavyweights like David Haye that are pretty small as well. I don't think Joseph Parker will get that small, but they both look like they're leaning out for this fight. Joshua looks like he's cutting a little bit of weight, and Parker looks like he's cutting a little bit of weight for this fight. But for the most part, man, I like the matchup, man. I think it'll be a pretty action-packed fight. I don't think it's gonna be any knockouts in this fight, man. If there is, Joshua could catch Parker, but does Parker have enough power to hurt Joshua is the key question. In the heavyweight division, each fighter could get hurt, so it's just a matter of time, The stamina will play a big key in this fight. Both will have to have great stamina for this fight, man. I think it's going to be a long, rangy fight. I think each fighter is going to have to, get their range right, get it right. You only have one chance to get this right, man. In boxing, you only get one chance. You can't have a bad day in boxing, man. You'll be ridiculed for the rest of your life for one loss in boxing. It's not like the old days. The new generation, one loss can determine $1 million payday from $100,000 payday, in one loss, You can ask Bermane Stiverne that, Bermane Stiverne was making good money when he was a heavyweight champion. And then when he lost the belt, he fought one time for around $100,000. So, and it happens time after time, One loss could define you nowadays, which is sad, but it's true. Like I said, man, I think this is going to be an awesome matchup. I don't think that Joseph Parker should be looked over, but I think Wilder is going to be there, and I think Wilder should enter the ring, man. A lot has been said about Wilder not entering the ring. I think Wilder should enter the ring, man. I think it'll be good for him to do. I think it'll be good for the sport. Put a little spice in the sport, man. That's what we need in the heavyweight division. It's finally coming back to the forefront of boxing. You know, the little guys got to stand out the way, man. The big guys are coming through, you know. And I'm more of a bigger guy myself, standing a little over 6 foot and over 200 pounds. So I like to see the big men fight, man. You know, I really do, man. You know, I can relate to them, you know. And like I said, man, I just want to see this fight, man. I want to see the best fight the best, man. I don't really want to see, you know, Anthony Joshua versus Dillian White, but I'm a realist, you know. I think Eddie Hearn has these chess pieces set up, and I call them chess pieces because that's what they are, man. I mean, you got a couple pawns with Dillian White and, you know, and Jarrell Miller, man, and them two guys, man. It's just like, you know, they're just pawns in a chess game, dude. And Anthony Joshua could pick whichever one he wants. And they're pretty much $20 million a piece chess pieces. Because he could fight Joe Smo, you know, in Wembley Stadium for $21 million. You know, and it's sad, but if we were making the money, it wouldn't be sad, you know. But then again, you got a guy like Deontay Wilder saying, fuck the money. Let's fight now, dude. Let's get it on. And that's why I respect Deontay Wilder, because he's not a fucking bitch. And I'm not saying Joshua's a bitch. He just has bitch ways and bitch tactics. You know what I mean? Like saying just saying, you know, he's not the end of the ring. And, you know, I'm not really a fan of that, you know. I am a fan of Anthony Joshua, but I don't choose to relate to what he's saying about, you know, some of the stuff he's saying about not entering the ring and stuff like that. I honestly think only a bitch would say something like that. That's my personal opinion, man. And I'm entitled to that, you know. So yeah, man, those are my breakdowns, man. And please like and subscribe to the channel. And like I said, I just opened up a PayPal account, man. So you know, if you want to fund the channel, nice growing channel, and I would greatly appreciate it, man. It's Corey Lee Boxing at PayPal. I appreciate it, man. Y'all have a great day, man. Thanks for listening, man. Peace.